Our pivot this morning is 39.13. 39.13. It's Friday, the 26th of March. My goodness, we are just putting along here. 39.13 is a pivot. Resistance at 20, 26, 32, 38, 45. Support below 04, 38.96, 90, 84, and 76. Again, pivot is 13, support at 04, 38.96, 90, 84, 76. Resistance on the upside at 20, 26, 32, 38, and 45. All right. Welcome some of the new folks that are here. We are trading mini S&Ps. These are levels that we use as a guide to the day, and we can add, subtract to them. We also use price action opportunities in addition to these levels to give us setups that might allow us to trade the market and take advantage of scalping opportunities that the market might give us. We do this on an everyday basis. And we also have an education course that kind of teaches some of the concepts and ideas that we have here. And part of the course is to figure out those levels on your own, to understand why they would work, understand how to enter them, exit them, and maximize your profits. So that's what we try to do here. Any of this stuff interests you, please let us know, and we can take your trading to another level here. All right, the market is kind of in a tight little overnight range. The volume is not that high, maybe taking a little bit of a breather this week. I don't know. Who knows these days? It's been a interesting week. We've had good opportunities, I think, during the course of the week, and we can't complain so much. But it's Friday already. It's amazing, right? We'll see what happens here. So anybody have any questions? If you have any questions about what we do or how we do things, please feel free to ask and put them in the chat box area. And that's where I will see the questions a little bit quicker because that chat box is up. And that's all. That's the only reason. So if you have that, we'll be able to answer some of your questions for you. All right. So again, we don't try to anticipate where the markets are going. We kind of let the market kind of tell us what to do. Sometimes it's a little bit easier. Sometimes it's not. Obviously, when they suck some of the premium out of the market, premium and the volatility out of the market, it becomes a little bit tougher to trade. But hey, it is what it is. And we just, each day as it comes. That's all we could do here as traders. We don't are not in we're not responsible or can achieve or create volatility. And it has to be part of our everyday unknown that we have when we get to work. All right, so we're just jumping around here, bouncing off of our pivot area. Again, very, very, very quiet trade. Not much happening. Let's see what we can talk about here. Well, following the completion of the current round of stress tests, the Federal Reserve will end its temporary restrictions on most bank paying dividends and buyback shares after June 30th. Firms with capital levels above these required by the stress test will no longer have to face the curbs, while banks and capital levels below those will remain subject to limitations. In pre-market trading, JC Morgan, Bank of America, Citigroup, everyone is up. Of course, Goldman's up too. The banking system continues to be a source of strength, and returning to our normal framework after this year's stress test will preserve that strength, said some person. The central bank had prohibited the largest U.S. banks from buying back stocks in order to conserve capital as the pandemic tore through the U.S. economy. Full restrictions were set to expire March 31st after being enacted in June of 2020. Last week, the Fed also announced that the temporary change to its supplementary level ratio rule, which was implemented during the coronavirus crisis, would expire at the end of this month. All right, so a little bit of more light at the end of the tunnel in every aspect. So it's all good, right? Can't be bad. The Fed had previously allowed banks to restart buybacks in the first quarter, though the banks couldn't continue to return to shareholders more than they have been taking in profits over the past year. That latest announcement will provide more clarity for investors and to financial sectors as that have become one of the biggest stock market leaders. The group is up 14% this year on the S&P 500. All right, way to go, banks. Goldman never loses money. I don't know how, they just never lose money. Never lose money. Let's see if we have any economic. I know there was a number that came out this morning. Yeah, personal income came out this morning. Out at 22. What's that? Well, I would probably say about 3. All right. We do have consumer sentiment coming out here at 9 o'clock. We had personal income come out this morning already. Kind of popped the market up a little bit. We'll see what happens here with this consumer sentiment number that's coming out here at 9 o'clock. So we'll see if that gives us any movement in the market or not. Okay, market is trying to kind of a little range bound here. Nothing to get too excited about. All right. Kind of just drifting around here, bouncing, going to around that 13 area, which is our pivot. Bouncing around here a little bit. All right. Again, if anybody has any questions, feel free. Our first resistance level is up at 20. Support level, first level we have is down at 04, but right now a little support down at about a 10 area. It's really strange. I get these like sneeze attacks around now. Don't ask me why. I mean, I don't think I have allergies, and I don't sneeze the rest of the day. It's just right after we get on here, something happens. I don't know what. It's like crazy. It's weird. All right, we're gonna come up here and retest the 20 area, maybe. I don't know. I shouldn't say anything. Always a bad thing for me to say something. Let's see what else we can talk about here. Equities notched a green session on Thursday, while stock indexes rose another 0.3% overnight, though caution still reigns high in the current trading environment. If bond yields are part of the equation, and the rate on the 10-year yield is tacked on another 6 basis points, is 1.67. Markets could also be driven by a number of year-end trades, though the analyst noted that some headlines were mostly supportive for stocks. Examples: America is increasingly back to work and returning to old spending habits. U.S. Labor Department data on Thursday showed claims of unemployment benefits dropped to a 1-year low as strong hiring, consumer outlays drove the economic revival. Workers filing for unemployment fell to 684,000 from 781 the week before. So that's pretty good. It's the first time we've had a nice number like that. Darden, owner of Olive Garden, closed up 8% on Thursday after posting robust forecasts for the current quarter. It even said restaurant sales were stronger than even 2019 levels in the recent weeks. Wow, while rising its dividends 138% and approved a $500 million buyback. Well, I mean, people are just kind of pent up, ready to get out, right? Don, how are you feeling today? Doing all right so far? Great. Fantastic. Good to hear. It's good to hear. And market coming back down here to our pivot, kind of really going nowhere fast. And we talk about being patient and waiting. We talk about, we never know when we're going to get volatility or some movement or anything like that. We are all market dependent. And as long as we understand that, that's all we can do. We do have a little bit of a number coming out here at 9 o'clock, not a big number. See where that takes us. Maybe it'll inject some volatility back in the market. We've had, one day we've been really busy, another day we've been slow. Yesterday we were kind of busy. Today a little bit slower. We just never know here, right? We never know what kind of volatility or volume we're going to have one day to the next. And that's just part of the business that we have here, right? I mean, we just take it as it comes. Biden yesterday set a new goal of administering 200 yes, I agree with you there, Don. It's giving you a chance to say, okay, I'm going to relax now the rest of the day. Sure. Can we print the numbers, levels in the chat box area for those of you who might have missed them? And there they are. If you look at the chat box area, you'll notice the levels that we gave out this morning. I use those as a guide for the day, help us kind of frame our trades, then look for the price action opportunities. And we can add to them, subtract from them, delete them. So Biden said new goal for administering 200 million COVID vaccine doses by the end of April, doubling his target for the first 100 days of his presidency. The objective is doable at the current pace of inoculations and may even exceed Biden's new target as manufacturers ramp up production. Johnson & Johnson is poised to sharply increase shipments after its vaccine was given emergency use authorization by the FDA a month ago, and Pfizer and Moderna have also steadily increased their production. And the recovery is really hitting full steam again, and all the conditions will be in place for real explosive liftoff in the summer, when hopefully we've reached a high vaccination threshold, said some labor economists. Across the Atlantic, the EU leaders clashed over vaccine distribution at a marathon virtual summit on Thursday. How do you like that? And failed to settle on a fight about the supply of the shots among member states. Amazing. The Chancellor of Australia criticized the allocation of shots, demanding additional supply to Vienna, which while some brought up vaccine shares of poor Eastern European states, the countries failed to come to an agreement but pledged to strengthen vaccine export controls production on EU soil. Okay, something definitely is a problem there. Don, you are just calling it today. All right there, Kurt. Good to have you along. We're here every day. Don, you see our blue band is right there? So yeah, they're having a little issue there over on the other side of the pond. Never ceases to amaze me what's going on over there. The more stories I hear, and even yesterday, I can't even agree on passing the damn shots out. It's amazing. A new study in the American Journal of Obstetrics and Gynecology, you know what I meant. I still can't pronounce it even when I can read it. Found that the COVID shot vaccine made by Pfizer and Moderna are safe and effective for pregnant women. Pfizer also started clinical trials of its COVID-19 vaccine on healthy aged children 6 months to 11. They will be receiving a 10 microgram dose of the vaccine before progressively moving to a higher dose, though the option for a 3 microgram dose is also available. Vaccines for adults require 2 shots that contain 30 micrograms per dose. Okay, All right, what we get up to? 18 and change there. Come off again. That's okay. So they're giving, we do 30 micrograms, and they're giving the kids, some of them 10, some of them 3. Let's hope that they can figure that out, and then that works with them, and hopefully that's safe for them and everybody. Well, there's still people who just will not take this vaccine. I mean, it's just mind-boggling to me right now. I mean, people are like giving away donuts. I heard some bank in Maine is like, oh, going to give you $500 if you open an account with them and you show that you took your vaccine shots. I might be moving to Maine for a minute. Forget the donut, the Krispy Kreme. My goodness, somebody's giving me $500. And then, then I heard somebody's giving you a free drink. Then there is a bar or someplace, I don't know where, that's telling you that they'll give you a free drink if you don't take the vaccine. Okay. I mean, at some point you got to say, come on, get your head out of the sand. But like, I understand some people have the vaccine thing. I get it. But this is a pandemic. It's a complex country. That's an understatement. Only a doctor could give me a statement like that. He sees it all. I read about it and I still can't believe it. So, I mean, it's mind-boggling sometimes. I just don't understand. I don't think I'm like stupid enough, but don't drink the vaccine and then go and drink in a bar with people around you who don't take any. I mean, it just doesn't even make sense. I'm just trying to understand it. I just don't get it. All right, Don, I do believe you. Tells you something, right? Don said for the last month on a Friday, we've been trading around the 39.13 level. So basically, we're consolidating up here a little bit. Which is the next leg? Which way are we going to go? What are we going to do? When, the usual. Right? Who knows? All right, just kind of hanging up here. See what it wants to do. Doesn't seem like it wants to do much. It doesn't seem like doing much, period. All right, patience is important here. You know, it's Friday, right? Yesterday we had a whole bunch of trades before 9 o'clock. Today things are a little different. Take the good with the bad, right? Can't always be excited about anything. You just never know when we're going to be busy. That's the good with the bad, right? It's part of the fun of the business too. So it's Friday. Oh, there's been a tough. It's been a long. We've been working hard. I think. Don't you agree? I mean, I think I have. I don't know about you. All right, so we talked about there's a little number coming out here in about 2 minutes. Keep that in mind. Coming back up here to the top of the range. Well, just seems to fall right back down. We'll see. Maybe this number can inject something into our exciting day, or not. It's not a big number, so expectations are dwindling quickly. Yeah, it is. All right. Anyway, so number coming out here momentarily. See what it does for us. Whoa, kid rally. That was a big rally right there. Oof. Just went up 3 ticks. All right. Well, we had a good class yesterday, I think. We had a special guest yesterday. Mark came on to our class yesterday. His headphones are working. Let's stop after special guest. I don't know about the star part, but let's just say special guest. All right, we're trying to inch our way up here a little bit. Again, slow. Even if we inch our way up here, sometimes you just wonder if you even want to take the trade. But hey, it is. Come on. I had to say something, didn't I? You got mad at me. Oh, come on. You couldn't go up a couple more ticks or just even one more. All right, well, yeah, we got volatility all of a sudden. I guess that's true. Bond's really not reacting at all to it. Just kind of just hanging out. Coming back up here to the this area here. See what it wants to do now. All right. All right, there we go. Well, sure enough. We wanted it, right? And kind of runs through a little bit, see what it wants to do up here. Not surprising when we just missed it by just a little tick. So let's see what it wants to do up here now. Keep your just stops it no matter what. Yeah, working this 23, 22, 20 area. All right, continue through a little rally here and kind of just punching its way up. Next level of resistance we have is up at the 26 area. All right, we just kind of popped here after this number, kind of didn't do anything, then came up, teased us for a bid. They came up through it, and now we're just kind of hanging up here. Looking for the 26 area next as our resistance area. Did I got out of some, not all. Let's see. He said, let's go 1025. How's that? Don, what's 94? $38. Okay. All right, come back down here a little bit. And unfortunately, probably some of us got stopped out up there, and it got up to the 22, 23 area, so I get it. If you did get stopped out, we're kind of slowly drifting back down here, got right up to 23. If you're using a finger stop, maybe you were able to hang in there with it. If not, then it's okay. We'll see what we can do here. Support right now would be back around the 14, 15 area. I got a nice little double top there to help you out there if you managed to maybe see that. We're slowly dripping back down here. Take a little bit of heat on that one, right, Mark? All right, so now we're just coming up, trying to see if what it wants to do up here. And next level of resistance we have is up at 26 area. I don't know what's going to happen. Let's just, trade the levels and see what happens from there. The market, we're at the mercy of the market. We're trying to take advantage of ebbs and flows of the market and trying to find those areas of opportunity that will give us a chance to scalp the market. So we'll see what happens here. I don't know if they're going to rally or not, but it's a very slow trade, as you can see. So we have to just be a little bit patient with this. It's when the settlement price, basically, when the market closes, that's the price that it settles at. That's the price, the last price that the market traded for that day. And sometimes what they do is they pick they give you, well, it used to be like the range, like would be in the last 30 seconds, and maybe you pick the middle of the range. But today the settlement price is down at 39 even, 39, I think, and a half. Yeah, 39 even and a half. So it's from it's yesterday's settlement price. The market has to close every day, right? So you just have a settlement price from the day before, and that's it. It's really not that complicated. Sometimes it has to close. That's all that means. Market has to close every once in a while. That's all that means. Consider it like this. What time is your bedtime? That's what time the settlement price is. Whatever time your bed, this is what it is. The market's going to sleep, shutting down. That's settlement price, bedtime. So that's a good explanation, right? Maybe. Now you're getting it. Took you a little bit of time, but you finally figured it out. Just how you perceive things sometimes, that's all. No, Omar, welcome. This is a trading room here where we're trading mini S&Ps, equities, stocks, basically. The chart on the right side is the S&P chart that we're using as a 5-minute chart. The chart in the middle is an hourly S&P chart, ES mini, and the chart on the left is a bond chart. So we are trading equities, not currencies, and we used to be from the floor of the exchange in Chicago, but due to the pandemic, they closed the floor, so we're not there anymore. But the markets are still open and still trading, and we're trading equities. So S&Ps, mini S&Ps. So if you had any interest in trading mini S&Ps, this is a place to be. Not currencies. Currencies are totally different ball game. Any interest in trading equities, S&Ps, then that's the place to be. Most of the time. Well, that could be. Are you trying to hint that I should be making a tea time for Monday? By the way, it's already done, but okay, are you trying to still hint that for me? Oh, for you? Well, definitely. Well, I would suggest you better get on it. That scenario sounds good there, HD, at least for the time being. All right, things kind of a little bit slow here. You know, it's Friday. We've had a busy week, so we can't complain. I mean, we could, but all right, well, coming right back up here to the highs. See what it wants to do up here. They're just kind of just chopping around. We're next level of resistance is up at 26, so not really doing anything up until there. Don't know if we're range bound or not, or just kind of hanging here, but we're looking at the 26 area as the next level of resistance. Well, there you go. Nice trade there, Peter. Peter bought him right there. He extended the blue band with his crayon and caught it. All right, coming up here now. Next level of resistance we have is up at 26. You taught somebody a new trick, that's for sure. All right, we're coming up here to the 26 area. See what it wants to do up here. Again, have to be a little bit patient there, waiting for the opportunity. Because you bought it down there, you could have. Well, if you bought our blue band area, maybe you had a reason to. All right, it's going to work in this 26 area here. All right, rotating here off of our 26 area. Hopefully you were able to maybe get in at top end of the range there. Yeah, take some profits here along the way. Top end of the range should have gotten filled here. Now we'll see what it wants to do. Let's continue to go down. If not, just make sure you take some profits along the way. I'm just kind of hanging here around the 26 area. Again, you gotta dip down to 6.25 there. Hopefully you were able to get out of some and maybe see if we can't get a little bit more here out of this rotation. Maybe. All right, at least we're getting a little bit of rotation here, giving you a choice here whether how long you want to stay with the trade or get out of some. You know, again, you're working every trade is separate. Not every trade is the same. And that's a nice thing about what we do here. You're given choices. Okay, we got our 24 area there. If you were looking for 24, got that pretty good. So nice trade there for us. And nice little rotation there off of our 26 area. Took a little bit of heat, but turned over very nicely for us. Not too bad. If you want to try to stay short, you could try to do that with a trailing stop. Anything above 28, want to get out of any shorts. So even though we didn't do too well on that first level, some of you did. It depended if you hung in there or not. Obviously, everybody's got trades it a little bit differently. But if you were able to hang in there with it, you did okay. And now we're seeing if we can just turn this thing over. Support would be back around the 18 area. That was a perfect rotation. That was nice. Didn't have to work that one too badly. First one we had to work a little bit too much, way too hard. This was a lot easier. But hey, what can we do? Tis what it is. It's Friday. At least we had a couple opportunities on a very slow day. So can't complain. All right, so we're up here now. We're just kind of hanging around, and we'll see what else is going to happen today. Maybe not much. Who knows, right? We never know. All right. Kind of just hanging now. At least we feel a little bit better. Yeah, have a great weekend, you too, Casey. Now it's Friday. I know it's kind of slow, and I know that nothing's happening, so just kind of hang in there. Kind of call it. We had a very busy week. Nothing wrong with that. So a little slow day today might be okay. Might be in the cards. You never know. All right. Support would be back around the 18 area. Resistance up next. Resistance is up at 32. Just in the middle here. Just hang loose. Be patient. Don't have much insight today. Sorry. Maybe I could say it's going to be one of those slow rallies. I don't know. But at least some of you caught the dip back down to that 17 area earlier. So nice trade there. Class helped yesterday with the new idea of drawing things out. And I'm sending him to Sophia. I'm not sending him to you. Come on. It's her idea. Glopping onto her rights, copyrights. All right, we're turning over here a little bit. Support again would be around the 18 area. He does know where I live. That's scary. All right. Like I said earlier, kind of a quiet day. Not much going on. We had a couple nice little trades here. If we can put the levels in the chat box area one more time for us. If you can see, if you look at the chat box area, you'll see the levels that are going to be printed on there for us. Those are levels that we're going to use during the course of the day as a guide. We can add to them, subtract from them. We have price action opportunities that are injected within them, so they're part of just part of the a guide today for our trading. Doesn't mean that we're going to that's the only things that we're going to do. Not necessarily the case, but it's just a guide for us to trade during the course of the day. Sometimes, obviously, we're going to be a little bit busier than others. Today is one of those slower days where things are, calmed down a little bit. And it could be for, just Friday, long week, is absorbing all the information that has transpired over the week. And, you never know what's going to happen later on today. But again, we focus more on the morning hours. The morning hours definitely do us a little bit better, give us better opportunities than a late afternoon or definitely late end of the day kind of trade. So if we can focus in on that and keep us, giving us good opportunities to trade, that's all we can ask for. really think you gotta love the blue band. I really. And those of 18 support level there, I got right down to 18 there, and up to right up here. Even Don might even start liking the blue band if he can find it. All right, nice support there at the 18. Gave you a little chance to make the another nice little trade there. HD, hopefully you made the adjustment because it's not down at 15 anymore, right? Yeah. Oh, good. Yeah, that's what happens. Of course, Don's target was 17. The blue band stopped him. Just doesn't learn. Can't figure it out. He might still get to 17 now anyway. All right, we just slowly come down here, and well, we had the 18. Now, really, our next good support would be the 1213, which would be our pivot. That's really the 1213 area around our pivot area. So, kind of, if you're going to try to stay short from the upper level there at the 26 area, then you're doing okay. Again, if you are trying to stay short, you're having a trailing stop. So at some point you have to cover it, but maybe that's only where someplace you would stay short from. Otherwise, right now, next support area would be down at 1213 area. Next resistance on the upside would be up at around 32. And right now in the middle, it's kind of in the middle. It's tough to do anything one way or the other. You too, Mark. Have a good one. All right, there are the levels in our chat box area. One last time, because I think he's taken off. So if anybody needs to see what our levels are going forward, there they are. Everybody's it's Friday, and everybody's just taking it easy. We had a nice couple trades here. If you did lose on that the first one, got maybe stopped out, then you should have been okay on the other couple here that we had. So next level on the upside wave was 32. Again, we tested that support there at the 18 area, and now we're coming off of that.